The following game has been rated E10+, which is short for Everyone 10+, by the ESRB, for fantasy violence and suggestive themes. That means anyone under the age of 10 should not be watching this video. You have been warned. Greetings and salutations. I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we are going to be playing Homeworld. Technically the Remastered Collection, but it's the first one. No, it's not a city or world building game. No, it's not a game where you play house. Give me a minute and you will find out. So the premise of Homeworld is a real-time strategy game where you're given this large, massive ship known as a mothership, and its primary means of both offense and defense is that it can build other ships. Yes, it's a mobile construction yard. And you're basically the last of your species, and you're traveling across the galaxy, I believe, or at least across space, to go from where your civilization started to the planet where it had evolved. We'll find out as the game progresses. Along the way, you discover new civilizations, meet a few ancient enemies, and research new technologies that allow you to build bigger, better, more powerful vessels. Or you can just do like what I do last time I played this and just build a bunch of salvage corvettes and just steal everything. But I may or may not do that. I'll see what I feel like doing when I actually play the game. Speaking of the game, this game is of course made by Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin.
"100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand. Deep inside the ruin was a single stone that would change the course of our history forever. On the stone was etched a galactic map, and a single word more ancient than clans themselves. Higara, our home.
Also, in the Battletech universe, I believe the term to request the ability to retreat from battle without loss of honor. Could be mistaken about that.
The clans were united, and a massive colony ship was designed. Construction would take 60 years. It would demand new technologies, new industries, and new sacrifices.
As does all things when building something new.
The greatest of these was made by the scientist Karen Sajet, who had herself permanently integrated into the colony ship as its living core. She is now Fleet Command.
Probably not the smartest move, but, if that's what's required.
The promise of the Guide Stone united the entire population. Every mind became focused on the true origin of our people. Every effort on the construction of the ship that would seek it out among the stars.
Scaffold control standing by. All stations green. You're clear to approach. You got it. Base 8, 9, and 10 sealed. Scaffold decks A, B, C secure. Decks D and E secure. Scaffold secure. All systems green. Release crew standing by. What a beautiful sight.
Yes, it is.
This is Fleet Command. Reporting mothership relaunch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Construction online. Cryogenic subsections A through J online. K through S online. Scaffold control, stand by for alignment. Alignment confirmed. Stand by, relief control.
All caliper banks released.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away.
The giant flying croissant is away. True, croissants I believe do bend inwards, whereas this is just a straight curve, wedge. Whatever.
Stand by for command line testing.
That's the first thing I could think of, so, yeah.
Command line green. Initial fleet in position.
And here we are. The Karak system.
Fleet intelligence going online. Our task is to analyze all sensor data and generate mission objectives. Before the hyperdrive test, several trials must be completed. Test construction by building the primary research ship.
Mothership.
Test resource processing by harvesting the asteroids provided nearby.
Hyperspace module charging. 35% capacity and rising. The mothership will be ready for the hyperdrive test in 10 minutes.
Okay, so...
Docking with mothership. At ease.
Nope. Stop.
Stand by to begin combat trials. First, we will be monitoring formation performance. Target drones have been provided here. Assign a formation to your fighters and destroy the drones.
Cool. Stop trying to enter the mothership.
Course set.
I really should have been paying attention to the, tutorial. Well, I should have actually bothered to do the tutorial, because the last time I played this was probably I want to say last millennium, but no, I don't think I owned this game that late, that far long ago. But certainly, this is the first time this decade, even though it is technically a new decade now. First time I've played this in God knows how long. Really should have brushed up on the controls, but that's just me. So then, where is build? Formations. Offensive, defensive, passive, aggressive. Guessing that's stances. Probably where it says build here. So we have the mothership, we have scouts, fighter, corvette. Yeah, we can build salvage corvettes. Frigate. Here we are, resource collector, and non-combat. So we can build probes and research ships.
Construction underway.
Research ship built. Also, these things over here, which is what I was trying to look at originally, are the cryo trays. This is where all people going into the mothership to travel to Hagera will be stored. These are important, just not for this mission. As for you guys, let's see, what do we have down here? We have retire, guard, hit points, kamikaze. So that's move, dock, stop, scuttle. Where is just harvest everything? Oh,
Collection confirmed.
I know that there was one way you
New
could
research
get the
available. Research
resource
ship complete.
collectors to just simply consume.
The primary research ship has been constructed. The research division is online. Begin fighter chassis research immediately.
Which I'm assuming is through here, and we have fighter chassis. Description: the heavy fighter chassis required to build larger fighters like fighters like interceptors and attack bombers. Requires the fighter drive. Let us begin researching. Let's begin
Roger.
thinking. I know there's a free cam somehow. I just don't know how.
Acknowledged.
Anyway. So these are scouts, I believe? Yes, scouts. They will be
Group 10 designated.
Group 10 because reconnaissance is always the last guys on the list. Alright, where am I going? Over here. So this is the tactical
Destination locked in.
screen. It basically gives a big overview of the map.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
Okay, you see? And we're at our resource units.
Copy. Attack vector laid in.
Okay, so attack the drone. First, I guess it's attack the drone.
Group 10 reports through.
Show no mercy. Pursuing targets.
Set them to aggressive so that way they just attack the drones by themselves. Now, as I said, I believe there is a free camera, although it could be confusing it with a different game. But the camera always has to, at least near as I can tell, always follow one ship.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
Confirmed.
So there's that.
Understood.
Formation trial complete. Flight analysis shows a 22% increase in combat performance. The next trial will test the effectiveness of tactics. Stand by to begin tactics trial. Use aggressive or evasive tactics and engage the target drones here.
Okay.
Group 10 reports enemy contact.
Alright, so
Group 10 under attack.
passive, defensive.
Pursuing targets.
I suppose they're set to aggressive. Defensive, passive. I don't see evasive.
Research complete.
Oh, there we go. So their damage is down, but their speed is up. There's neutral, and then aggressive, where they move slower, but they cause more damage. I'm assuming aggressive, offensive, I should say, is where they actively attack anybody they can see. Defensive is where I guess they try to stay together, and then passive is where they just ignore everything in the area. And
Ready.
let's follow this guy around.
Group 10
Also,
has
fighters
defeated the
have
enemy.
two bars that you see here. The green one's their health bar, and then the purple one's their fuel. Anything I believe smaller than a frigate has a limited amount of fuel, and when they run out of fuel, they move slower.
Tactic trial complete. The next trial will test the performance of the salvage corvette. Build one and capture the target drone here.
New
Okay,
heading set.
We're returning to the mothership first.
Move order confirmed.
No, the research vessel does not move with the others.
Ready. New heading set. Local resources exhausted fleet. Nothing else in range.
Alright, and so the harvesters have eaten literally everything. As near as I can tell, they've eaten everything.
Copy.
This guy's still returning back because he still has a few resources left. And they managed to finish fighter research. So I can build interceptors as well as scouts. But we're going to build a salvage corvette right now.
For acquisition and transfer.
Because that is what... Yeah, so when the resource collectors
See you next time.
fill up everything, they go to the back of the mothership, dock right here, and just offload.
Salvage corvette complete.
Ready. Reporting. Collection confirmed. There's nothing left out here. Reporting.
Just want to be certain. Okay, where did I put the corvette?
Roger. Acknowledged.
There we go. Alright, so you're going to be control
Group
5.
designated.
Because 5 is like 1 through 4 are my primary offensive groups. 5 is, well, most RTS games 5 is usually the Air Force, with groups 1 through 4 being light and heavy ground units. But 5 generally ends up being usually
Group 5 reporting. On our way.
just my general specialist group, with
Resource
6
collector
through
awaiting orders.
9 being high-end units or just random extra stuff. I might change the groups eventually. You know what? Let's
Group
actually
9
change it to Group
designated.
9.
Group 5.
Just
Group
simply
9
because it's a salvage corvette. It's not a.
Green line
Most
confirmed.
people don't
Ready.
don't use it like a military unit. just gonna grab this thing, because that's how these things work. So the salvage unit is salvage corvettes for stealing equipment and, well, ships. And basically, depending upon the size of whatever you're trying to steal, requires a number of salvage corvettes. So since this is just a little proby thing, you just need one. It grabs it, takes it to the dock, where I would assume the capture bay just irradiates everybody inside, and then you use it for your own purposes.
Stand by for a hyperdrive test. Internal pressure doors will be sealed in 2 minutes. Abort systems standing by.
Hyperspace module fully charged. I am ready to initiate quantum wave generation on your mark. Good luck, everyone.
All sections have reported in. We are clear to proceed. Trigger the hyperspace drive at your discretion.
Cool. We're going to be building 4 salvage corvettes first. You know what? I had 1,200 resource units. I had like... Can't remember exactly how many research units I had, but it wasn't enough for 5 extra corvettes, I don't think. I suddenly thought it was more than 1,250, but no, I think it was just 1,200. Now we wait for all the ships to
Salvage corvette complete.
Also, one thing that you can do with the mothership and eventually other larger vessels like the carrier is they have a built-in docking bay. So if you set them to stay docked, you can actually...
Docking with mothership. Docking signal green.
Salvage corvette complete.
So basically, you can have all of your ships just dock with either the mothership or another large capital vessel. And while docked, they at least the fighters get repaired and refueled. Same with corvettes, because the corvettes also have a limited amount of fuel. I say that while looking at the salvage corvette, which actually does not, because it's the salvage corvette.
Salvage corvette complete.
And yeah, I don't have enough to actually build another salvage corvette. We're going to launch all the salvage corvettes.
Roger.
We're going to group them as Group 9.
Reinforced.
Docking with mothership.
Fly them back into the mothership, because we don't need them right now.
Roger. Docking with mothership.
Technically, you can dock the non-combat vessels as well. Or at least the research vessel and the harvesters. Because they also don't have built-in hyperdrives, they have to dock with either a carrier or a mothership. Although I believe they don't actually stay in, I don't think. I think to dock, when you order these guys to dock, they just basically drop off their supplies or whatever they're carrying. They may relaunch, they may not. Okay, so these guys aren't relaunching. Fair enough.
Acknowledged. At ease.
But you tell it to hyperjump, and any non-hyperjump capable ship, like the fighters, the corvettes, the harvesters, the research vessel, and a few other smaller vessels that aren't already pre-docked, will go and dock. And then once everybody is away, and also anything that does have a hyperdrive, gets, I believe, in parade formation with the mothership. At which point, the hyperjump window, which is this large rectangle thing, opens. It envelops the ship, well, the ships, and we jump, which is how you move from one mission to the next. The squeaker.
All hyperspace systems operating at full power.
And then something explodes.
If the hyperspace targeting system is accurate, we will emerge in close proximity to the support vessel Ar Salim.
This ship has spent the past 10 years traveling on conventional drives to reach the outer Karak system. The Kar Salim will monitor the quantum waveform as we return to normal space and assist in tuning our drive control systems. If the hyperspace module malfunctions, the Kar Salim will provide assistance and resupply. Mission objectives will be to dock with support vessel in order to complete adjustments to the mothership and her drives.
It is good to have objectives. And we jump out, and I believe find a burning wreck.
New research available.
Outskirts of the
We
Karak.
made it. Hyperspace jump complete. All systems nominal and the quantum wave effect has dissipated.
We have missed jump. The support ship is not here. Fleet Command will signal the Kar Salim while we confirm our current position.
This is the mothership calling support vessel Kar Salim. Come in, please. We've misjumped and are requesting your beacon. This is the mothership calling support vessel Kar Salim. Please respond.
Priority alert, we have picked up the Kar Salim's automated beacon. Send a probe to make contact and re-establish communications.
Alright, so that's where we gotta go. And they want me to send a probe, so we have to go to non-combat vessels.
Construction underway.
Set a probe.
Reporting.
Set these guys
Collection
leading
confirmed.
everything nearby because we will need the resources. Because stuff is about to get real, I believe.
Probe complete.
At least I believe that's what the phrase is. Where's the probe? Your probe. There's probe. So probes are, I would say, interesting, but kind of sort of not really. But they are unique in that they are not a unit you command long term. So basically, you build a probe, you select a probe, you go to the tactical screen, tell it where you want it to go,
Probe away.
you fire it, and it goes off on its way. And once it gets to where it needs to go, or starts traveling, you can't give it any more commands. So it jumps all the way, well, it flies all the way out here. A whole lot of nothing. And it's the Kar Salim. Or what's left of it. From the guys who did it.
Pursuing targets.
They're attacking. The mothership is under attack.
Engage incoming units. The mothership must be defended.
Alright, well, the only things I have are 7 scouts, but I did just set them to
Supporting
aggressive,
friendly
so
units.
they should just attack whatever. Side
9
note,
copies.
let's do something stupid and try to
Docking
steal a
with
Corvette
mothership.
or 3.
Docking signal green.
We've got a situation here.
Stay on top of... Group 10.
Watch your six.
Docking with mothership.
Okay, you dock because you're damaged.
Group 9 reporting.
Resource operation reporting enemy contact.
This will kind of steal that. Okay, so I'm going to need interceptors.
Assembly underway. Construction underway. Assembly underway. Construction
make 10
underway.
of them.
Group 9 reporting.
Stand by for acquisition and transfer.
This is research ship.
En route.
Who else is here?
Status report.
Interceptor
Got-
complete.
It's like 4 extra fighters.
Stay on top
Now 2 extra 2 enemy
Interceptor
fighters.
complete.
And there's a corvette.
Interceptor complete.
Destination locked in.
Interceptor complete. Interceptor complete.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
Group 10,
That's a
report picture.
Grab you.
Interceptor complete.
Standard corvette.
Interceptor complete.
I wasn't kidding when I say all I basically do is just run around.
Hostile
and steal
units
everybody.
destroyed. Threat eliminated.
Mothership sustained minor hull damage. Repairs are underway.
Yeah.
Interceptor complete.
The Carsalim has been destroyed. Heavy weapon damage is visible on the remaining fragment. A salvage corvette must be sent to retrieve the mission data recorder.
Okay.
Standing by.
Alright, so we have our interceptors.
Group 1 designated.
They shall be Group
Show
1.
no mercy.
They shall go offensive.
Understood.
They shall go here.
Group 9.
Moving to destination.
Group 9 goes here.
Group 1 copies.
Where's the formation?
Strike group acknowledged. New formation acknowledged.
Okay. So we do have access to 2 formations.
New formation acknowledged.
We have the basic formations, if I can get the camera working. So we have
New
capital
formation
phalanx,
acknowledged.
which I guess is for capital ships.
New formation acknowledged.
Frigate line, which I guess puts frigates in front.
New
Fighter
formation
stream,
acknowledged.
which I guess is for fighters. Then we
New
have
formation
Delta
acknowledged.
formation where they form a V.
New formation
Line
acknowledged.
formation.
New
Next
formation acknowledged.
formation. They make a nice little X.
New
Claw formation, which is
acknowledged.
actually one of my favorites because it makes this 3D X formation. Then we have
New
a wall
formation
formation,
acknowledged.
where they just basically form a vertical
New
box.
formation
And
acknowledged.
a sphere, which they make, if there's enough of them, they basically make a sphere,
Ready.
and sometimes even point out. It's interesting, the interceptor doesn't have a gas. So I could have sworn the purple one
Group
was
10
full.
standing by. Copy. Group 10 reporting.
Group 10 copies.
Come on.
Reporting.
Thank you. See you next time.
Well, purple's for them. It's not fuel. Okay, so it's a special ability.
Mothership.
I'll just build a
Assembly underway.
second,
Berths are clear.
6th, 7th,
Assembly
and 8th
underway.
Corvette, salvage Corvette, just simply because I like having large
Roger.
piles of Corvettes. Now, as you
Roger. Standing
just
by.
saw me do, I stole a missile
Copy.
corvette and a regular corvette.
Group 2 designated.
They'll be Group 2
Moving
for
to
now.
destination.
Salvage corvette complete.
Roger.
So these are pirate vessels.
Reporting.
They have the standard corvette, which every faction seems to have, and a special
Copy.
missile corvette. So the missile corvette's going to be an interesting unit. It basically is a missile
Salvage
bombardment
corvette
craft.
complete.
But unless they changed it for the remastered version, I don't actually have the ability to build missile corvettes. So any missile corvettes that I have are ones that I steal from the pirates. We're also going to Corvette Drive research. Should have the spare resources.
Mothership.
Salvage corvette complete.
Copy. Roger.
That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Group 9 reinforced.
Ready.
Alright, so I am going to need to send a
Course
salvage
set.
corvette over here.
Group
And we're
1.
going to have Group 1
Guard order
guard
confirmed.
that guy.
Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on.
Okay, so the resource gatherers just said that they were whatever they were just digging out.
Research complete.
So,
New research available.
and now we can build a repair corvette, which repairs ship repairs and refits one strike craft vessel, so it can actually repair other fighter and corvette class vessels. I believe they can also repair capital vessels, but they can also, I believe, refuel, if fuel is still a thing, corvettes and other fighters. Well, other corvettes and fighters, I should say, because it is a corvette. So this is my probe. As I said, once it gets to where it needs to go, and the little finny things pop out, it doesn't move anywhere else. So this is here until I order it scuttled or somebody blows it up.
Standing by.
Meantime, this guy just simply flew off God knows where.
Coordinates confirmed.
I need you to go over this way.
New heading set.
And, where's the thing I need to grab?
Ready.
I'm guessing that's not it. I mean, do I need others?
Priority alert. Additional hostile units detected on an intercept course with the Car Salim. Protection of the salvage team is primary objective. It must return to the mothership with the mission recorder. We need that data.
Group 9 copies.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Group 1 under attack.
We've got enemy contact. Standing by. Confirmed.
So can you shoot those guys? This is why I sent the interceptors with the salvage detail.
Group 1. Group 1 copies.
Group 1 reports enemy contact. Group 1 under attack.
Group 10. Strike group reports hostile contact. Group 10 reporting. Group 9 standing by.
Group 1
Hold on.
reports enemy contact.
Group 1 copies. Supporting friendly units.
Group
What are
1
they gonna shoot
under
on?
attack.
Just fighters, I think?
Salvage team docked safely.
Cool.
Downloading mission data recorded. Replaying last entry.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
What do you mean you detect the hyperbase entry? The mothership
Target to officer.
I have multiple contacts on closing
Group 10
vectors,
has defeated the enemy.
unknown profiles, no recognition codes.
Group 10 standing by.
They're not ours. Well, if they're not ours, who the hell are they? Sir, they're coming in fast. Check.
Destination
Incoming
locked
fire.
in.
We are under attack. They're getting through. Breach across all decks. Hull integrity failing.
Consonant to mothership if you are receiving a full hyperdrive test. Repeat, a full hyperdrive test.
Yeah, we didn't get any of that. So, we're out here doing our thing.
Group 9. Move order confirmed.
We are detecting enemy units advancing on our position. Organize a defensive force to protect the mothership.
Here come more.
Group 1 reporting. Strike group moving into position. Group 10 copies. Pursuing targets. Group 10 reporting. Group 1 standing by. Stay on top of them. Ready. Group 9 copies.
Group 2 reports victory.
Copy. Copy. Acknowledged. Confirmed.
Group 9 reports enemy contact.
Resources exhausted. Standing by. Watch for debris.
Group 9 under attack.
Ready.
Against that, you two against that.
Reporting.
It's an enemy carrier. They appear to be reinforcing their squadrons of fighters and corvettes with it.
Group 2 has defeated the enemy.
Group 9 reporting.
We have determined that these enemy units are inferior to ours. To protect against penetration of the Karak system, destroy the attacking force completely.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Resource collector awaiting orders. Ready.
Group 1 under attack.
Salvage that
Group
Corvette.
1 standing by.
One's under attack.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Strike group. Prepare for assault. Roger.
Pull that. Pull that, please.
Assume combat station. Standing by. Moving to
Right.
destination.
Go after
Strike
that.
group receiving fire. Reporting. Green line
Go after
confirmed.
that.
Roger. Moving
Go
to
after that.
destination.
Group 9 reports enemy contact. Group 9 under attack.
Ready.
Where's Group 9's under attack?
Group 9 reports enemy contact.
Stay tight. Stay tight.
Group 9 under attack.
Group 1. Strike
Where do
group
we
to
attack
our
this
positions.
thing?
Confirmed. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
carrier. This is
Reporting.
technically a mothership.
Got enemy contact. Group 1 reporting. Group 1 reporting.
And Group 1's now dead, so...
Group 10 standing by. Docking with mothership. Group 1.
Group 1 defeated.
Docking with mothership. Roger. Docking with mothership.
Run away. Everybody just run away.
Roger. Confirmed. Gotcha.
Still
Group
him.
9 reports enemy contact.
Acknowledged. Group 2 copies. Moving while engaging. Docking with mothership.
Also dock.
Mothership.
Going on down here.
Reporting.
Can't really see.
En
You
route.
steal that.
Local resource exhausted fleet. Moving on.
Group 9 under attack.
Copy.
You steal that.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
One of mine.
Docking with mothership.
It is one of
Group
mine.
10 reports victory.
Copy. Standing by.
Okay.
Docking with mothership.
Dock.
Resource collector awaiting instructions. Pursuing targets. Standing by. Ready.
You steal that. Get me 10 more interceptors.
Construction underway. Berths are clear. Berths are clear. Group 10. Moving to
Close
intercept.
this guy.
Interceptor
Two of them.
complete.
Assembly underway.
Interceptor complete.
Construction
Give me
underway.
15 interceptors.
Interceptor complete.
Local resources exhausted fleet. Moving on. Group 9 reporting. Roger.
Interceptor complete.
Resource collector awaiting
Ma'am.
orders. Standing by.
I'm just gonna grab up all their corvettes.
Acknowledged.
Interceptor complete. Group 2 assigned.
Standing by.
Enemy units are retreating. Objectives complete. Stand by for immediate return to Karak.
Reporting.
Group 9 reports enemy contact. Interceptor complete.
You fleeing or not?
Interceptor complete. Group 9 under attack.
Roger. Group 9.
Interceptor complete.
Copy. Roger.
Interceptor complete. Interceptor complete.
Steal him if you would be so kind.
I got one.
Interceptor complete. Group 9 reports enemy contact. Interceptor complete.
Yeah, now my corvette.
Interceptor complete.
My
Interceptor
scouts are still
complete.
Group
attacking.
10 standing by. Group 10. Roger.
Group 1 assigned.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yep, now I have 15 of them.
Attack vector laid in. We're looking
Go and
good,
attack
fleet.
that if you'd be so kind.
Weapon set to full power.
And be angry about it.
Reporting. Group 9 standing by.
9,
Group
I
9
have-
standing by.
8.
Berths are clear.
Give me a solid 10 of these guys.
Confirmed.
And make me
Assembly underway. Berths are
another
clear.
3 scouts because I got
Group 1
Two left, I
reports
think.
victory.
Group 10 copies. Group 1.
Alright, so I wasn't paying
Scout
attention, so it
complete.
either just up and left or it died.
Docking with mothership. Group 10 standing by. Docking
Everybody
with
dock.
mothership.
Scout complete. Salvage corvette complete.
Because I don't know if I have enough resources
Roger.
for all this. But I believe they're still
Scout
actually salvaging things, or harvesting things. One thing that I like doing, at least in the first game, that I wasn't able to do in the second, is not actually move on to the next mission until all the mining vessels basically eat everything. Alright, so from the pirates, it looks like I stole 6 standard corvettes and 3 missile corvettes. So I ended up taking 9 corvettes out of however many they had originally.
Salvage corvette complete.
Oh, I can also research the corvette chassis. Now I can technically get more research vessels.
Ready.
I mean, it's designed to actually operate as like a wedge, so you can actually build multiple research vessels and they'll just fly out and connect to each other. And each wedge of the research ship can actually research a different thing, so I can only research one thing at a time with this research ship. But if I build a second one, I could research 2 things at once. Although I should point out, it's usually only a case that...
Ready. Collection confirmed.
So why are you just sitting there?
Roger.
Is usually... I've never found any need to have more than 1, maybe 2 research vessels. Well, you do look a little bit damaged. Okay, so it's telling me exactly how much of each. I can only have up to 14 salvage corvettes. Interesting. I can have 26 resource ships, and only 22 of those can be resource collectors. Because that makes... I don't remember if there's another resource vessel outside of resource collectors. 30 non-combat vessels, of which 1 is a probe. I'm assuming the other one is the research vessel. It doesn't tell me exactly how many scouts I have. I mean, it just goes fighters and then interceptor, and then corvettes and salvage corvettes. But I don't recall actually seeing this type of display before, so this is actually interesting. I know in the past,
Research
I do know in the past there was a small small population cap, which I more often than not exceeded with every type of vessel because I would constantly just steal everything that the enemy had. So, can I salvage this, harvest this, grab this? Guessing no. I mean, I don't believe I could before. Would have liked to, but I don't think I can.
Group 9 copies.
Just no one's moving.
Confirmed.
Group 9 reinforced.
Anywho, let's put all the salvage corvettes in one group. I will need this many corvettes if the game plays out the way I think the game is going to play out. Although I know originally I could have sworn I could get more salvage corvettes than 14.
Research
I know
complete.
this because
New
every corvette I could build was pretty much a salvage corvette because I was just up and stealing everything that the enemy threw at me. Alright, so now with that I can also build a light corvette, which is the light attack corvette. Which I'm assuming is
Group 2 standing by.
the equivalent to these guys. Let's research the heavy corvette upgrade, because I'm probably going to need the heavy corvettes sooner rather than later. Especially if I can't get 42 salvage corvettes, which, trust me, if I could, I would, but I can't, so there's that.
Ready.
Yes, I'm basically just wasting time while the harvesters finish collecting every last resource here. As I said, that is something I've done in the past, and something I fully intend to do now. That's simply because, while I do say that I pretty much steal everything the enemy throws at me, I still need every last resource unit I can get to replace losses to the salvage craft, and I do maintain a quantity of fighters, and they die relatively quickly, as you saw with the interceptors. The first 10 interceptors I built are now space jumps, floating them at this area, I think. Might have been off here. And since I can't use the probe anymore, and I don't need to know what's over here, I might as well just blow up the probe.
Mothership.
It's not like I can salvage it for resources.
Local
Wish I
resources
could.
exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
Wish I could just simply grab more, re-grab it, haul it back to the mothership, re-outfit it. But I can't.
There's nothing left out here.
Alright, and that's the cue that the salvage guys are, or the resource guys are done.
Research complete.
And the research is done. So I now also have access to the heavy assault corvette. Heaviest armor and weapon for any strike craft. It's strong against corvettes and frigates, and it's weak against anti-strike craft frigates and capital ships. Whereas the light corvette's strong against fighters, but weak against frigates and capital ships. So basically, the repair corvette fixes things, salvage corvette steals things, salvages random stuff I can find. The light corvette's for anti-fighter work, the heavy corvette is for anti-frigate work, and when we get frigates, they're probably going to be anti-corvette, and depending upon the frigate, there's multiple types of frigates. While we wait...
Group 1 copies. Docking with mothership.
Let's get the fighters in.
Group 10 reporting. Docking with mothership. Group 9 standing by.
Alright, so I don't believe I need more than 10 salvage corvettes for the mission, or for next mission.
Docking with mothership.
I am tempted to build all 14, but I don't have that much resources.
Docking with mothership.
Let's dock my
Group 3
captured
reporting.
corvettes.
Docking with mothership.
Also, the dock and the mothership has only a fixed amount of slots available. So eventually it'll fill up and I can't dock anything else. Although, it's not like if I have 201 docking capability worth of fighters and corvettes and only 200 dock slots available, if I hyper jump, it's the case that somebody gets left behind. That's not the case at all. They just, like the research vessel, pack in briefly, commence the jump, and once
Resource
the jump's
collector
done...
awaiting instructions. Copy. Resources locked in.
I thought they said they were done. Interesting. There's more RUs out here.
Mothership.
On that note...
Construction underway. Assembly underway.
Let's build one heavy and one light corvette. We should have enough for one each.
Light corvette complete.
Let's relaunch the
Heavy corvette complete.
all the corvettes, just because I want to see what they all look like.
Acknowledged. Roger.
Where do they all go?
Mothership. Mothership.
New heading set. Group 2 copies. Destination locked in. Acknowledged. Reporting. Moving to destination.
We'll just have them go here real quick. While we wait.
Reporting.
Okay, so this is the Pirate's standard Corvette. It looks like it's useful for combat and salvage work. Well, can't imagine it would actually be useful for salvage. At least I'm not getting that way like it would with the salvage Corvettes.
Reporting.
The missile Corvette, as I said, is a missile frigate. Not missile frigate. A missile boat, so it's more of a long-range combat vessel. And then we have
Copy.
my light Corvette, which is this guy right here. And then we have the heavy Corvette, which is up here. So I don't know where the standard Corvette, the Pirate's standard Corvette
Group
fits
2
in
reporting.
with the light and heavy Corvettes, but
Group
right
2
now
reinforced.
I'm going to group them all up into one group.
Strike group confirmed. New formation acknowledged.
And also set them into the fall. Simply because I can and I feel like it.
Group 3, stand by.
Whereas
Strike group
the
confirmed.
few missile Corvettes I have, I'll put in an X formation.
Confirmed. Local resources exhausted fleet. Moving on.
So apparently there are more resources out here. I mean, they got partial base filled.
Attention fleet, we have too many collectors here. Expect delays.
That's okay. I mean, if this is the last
Roger.
bit.
Resources exhausted. Ready. Resources downrange. Nothing but gravel out here.
Okay, so that is the last of everything.
Roger. Copy.
Because this guy still has a slightly empty bay, but when you tell him to harvest,
Resources exhausted. Resources locked in.
they tell you that there's nothing left. Of course, they said that the last time, and then there was still a bunch of RUs that they could salvage. But so much for the hyperspace test recon team. We shall report their sacrifice
Group 2 reporting.
back when we get to Kara.
Docking with mothership. Group 3 standing by. Docking with mothership.
So let's redock all the Corvettes, because dogpiled all the heavy Corvettes together, all the Corvettes together, and not the fighters.
Group 1 copies.
Weird. Oh well. Actually, I don't think the mothership can move in this one. I think it can in the Homeworld 2, but not the first one. And there we go. So
Ready.
that's the resources.
Resources downrange. Nothing but gravel out here. Docking with mothership.
Alright, so now we go and dock, and we hyperspace out. And so the resource collectors in the research vessel have to get back into the mothership. And I can just sit here and watch them dock, or I can just hit quick dock, which just auto sorts everything. But I get like a few dozen ships, it's probably an issue. For right now, I don't need it. One ship remaining, just the research vessel. In it goes. Away. Windows opening. And then it there we go. Back to the safety of Karak. Mouse pointer. At least what should have been the safety of Karak.
Analysis of wreckage reveals the hostile units are using strike craft ranging from fighters to combat corvettes. All pilots will be briefed in case hostiles have penetrated farther into Karak's system. On our return to Karak, the final outfit of the mothership must be accelerated in order to defend against possible future attacks. Many major mothership systems are still incomplete. We will notify Karak's missile defense system of this possible threat. The mothership will then dock with the scaffold for repairs. Stand by for hyperspace exit at Karak.
Alright, so that wasn't Karak. This is Karak. At least it was. Yeah, was. And it's gone.
No one's left. Everything's gone. Karak is burning.
Karak is being consumed by a firestorm. The scaffold has been destroyed. All orbital facilities destroyed. Significant debris ring in low Karak orbit. Receiving no communication from anywhere in the system. Not even beacons.
Wait.
Getting banged around here.
On the maintenance frequency, I'm getting a signal from the cryo tray systems in orbit. One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them.
I know that. I'm working on it.
Resource operation reporting enemy contact.
These ships are
Reporting
different
friendly
from those we
units.
encountered on the Car Slim. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak. Capture at least one vessel for interrogation and destroy the rest.
Copy.
You guys steal that. Try to.
Roger.
Stop shooting my ship.
Resource collector awaiting orders. Ready. Reporting.
There. Okay, that did not work out well. Hang on. There is... You do better at it than that.
Wait. On the maintenance frequency, I'm getting a signal from the cryo tray systems in orbit. One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them.
I know that. I'm working on it.
Resource operation reporting enemy contact.
Ships are different from those we encountered at the Car Slim. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak. Capture at least one vessel for interrogation and destroy the rest.
I'm working on that.
Roger.
You two. Grab
Group
that
9
one.
reports any contact.
You
Stay
two,
on top
grab
of
that
the
one.
resource collector awaiting instructions.
two.
Ready. Ready.
Grab that
Group 9
one.
under attack.
Watch your
You
six.
grab
Acknowledge.
that one.
We've got a situation here.
Group 9 reports enemy contact.
Reporting. Stay on
Missile
top of it.
Corvette.
Group 9 under attack.
Copy.
And you.
Group 3
Grab
reports
that.
victory.
Supporting friendly units.
Group 9 reports enemy contact.
Group 3 reporting. Group 3 copies.
Group 9 under attack.
Resource operation reporting enemy contact. Roger. Group 9. Reporting. Fire confirmed.
Okay, I used to be able to simply walk in and steal all the frigates.
Group 2 reporting.
I used to be able to steal all the cryo trays too. Fine then, new plan.
Wait. On the maintenance frequency, I'm getting a signal from the cryo tray systems in orbit. One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them.
Working on it, go away.
Understood.
These ships are different from those we encountered at the Karasale. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak.
Why are you...
Capture at least one vessel for interrogation, and destroy the rest.
Okay, I really need to focus, you stupid ships.
Standing by. Resource collector.
You two
awaiting
grab that
instructions.
guy.
Ready.
You grab him. Do that.
Reporting.
Do that one.
Standing by.
Do that one.
Reporting.
Grab that one. Is that everybody left? Group
Standing
9?
by. Stay on top of them.
All right, let's heat it up in here.
Of course,
Group
that's
1
everybody.
copies. Moving in. We're under fire.
Okay. I'm not so much worried about stealing all the frigates. It's the cryo trays I want intact.
Stay on top.
Wait. On the maintenance frequency, I'm getting a signal from the cryo tray systems in orbit. One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them.
Let's stay calm. Resource
That-
These ships are different from those we encountered at the Karsalim. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak. Capture
That-
at least one vessel for interrogation,
You know,
and destroy the rest.
I'd be fine if they didn't keep switching the camera
Watch your
around.
6. Acknowledge.
Grab the damn cryo
Group 1
tray.
reporting.
You
Damp
killed
on level
that.
2. Moving to intercept.
You fight
Resource
that.
Operation
You fight
reporting
that.
enemy contact. Group 2. Attack coordinates locked in.
All stations reported by the numbers.
Many guys around here.
Status report.
Group 10 reporting. Target confirmed. Copy. Watch your 6.
Light fire confirmed.
Grab the damn tray.
We're under fire. Group 1 copies. Where's the escort? We need cover here.
Cryo tray loaded. 100,000 people secured.
We're under fire. Damcon level 6. Reporting. Assume combat stations. Supporting friendly units. We've got a situation here. Moving in.
There goes the cryo tray. I am not losing a cryo tray. I don't care how often I have to reload this damn map. First time I played this, I only ended up with like 200,000 people. I don't like doing that.
Wait.
You fight
On the
that,
maintenance
you
frequency.
fight that,
I'm getting a
Like
signal
that.
from the cryo tray systems in orbit.
fight that.
One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them.
I know that.
Resource operation reporting
I'm
enemy
going to.
contact.
These ships are different
Stop
from those we
moving the
encountered at the
camera.
Karsalim. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak.
Of course it is. Get the cryo trays out of there. Okay, you steal him. You help. You help him. You help him. You grab the damn cryo tray. So I lost one salvage corvette. I lost all my missile frigates, down to one heavy corvette. And I still have my fighters. Go harvest things. Alright, so that's one enemy frigate I managed to steal.
Stand by for playback.
Cool, can we do that not while the flight's going on?
Group 3 moving in. Alright now, stay together. Ready, spread. Incoming missiles. Evasive maneuvers. We're hit. Damage report. What's that? There's another one. Prepare for immediate surface bombardment to commence surface delivery. Orbital target acquired. Watch the spread pattern. Stay sharp. Target destroyed.
That's what happened to
Delivery
Scaffold.
all targets acquired. Multiple impacts con surface temperature. Estimated immediate surface temperature 1742 and stable. Clearance granted. Primary directive achieved.
And they blew up Karak. Meantime,
Reporting.
Analysis of the recording indicates the Karak missile defenses heavily damaged the attacking fleet. However, we have concluded that at present they can still easily defeat us. We have therefore plotted a course to a deep space asteroid belt. There we can hide and prepare our fleet for an assault.
while the two remaining frigates are occupied with my fighters,
Your target.
so kind
Our
of
research
grab them.
division has analyzed the captured frigate. We have reverse engineered the drive technology and developed 2 new ships. Plans for a 3rd vessel are underway, but will require frigate chassis research.
Well, now I feel better now that I managed to get all 6 cryo trays in. So I have 4, 8, 12, 13, 15 interceptors. My 5 scouts. But I only have the heavy attack corvette left. And none of the missile corvettes. So all the pirate corvettes I stole are dead. Also, I lost 1 salvage corvette. Let's dock all the strike craft. Assault frigate's actually in here. I could have sworn that there were 2 of them. Alright, so let's start researching this. Which it is. And, okay, so I get access to the support frigate, which is a repair vessel that can, refuel multiple strike craft at once. Although it has no guns. I actually prefer them over the, repair corvettes, just simply because they're bigger and they can do more things. Oh yeah, there's also the resource controller. I forgot about that. Basically, it's a essentially a fuel dumping point. So rather than the resource collectors going out collecting everything and then flying back to the mothership, they go back to the resource controller instead. That's interesting. Did I not get any of the frigates? I guess not. Well, that's sneaky of them, but then again, I can't really complain, so... In the meantime, I'm going to need to rebuild my corvettes. Going to need 9 heavy corvettes and 10 light corvettes. Hopefully I'll have enough resource units to make all of this. Thankfully, I don't need any spare interceptors. And we get the assault frigate, which is the equivalent to what I just basically stole. I wonder if I couldn't actually keep it because I didn't have the thing researched yet. Oh, yeah, I'm also going to need 1 salvage corvette. Yeah, I did that. And thankfully, I managed to secure all of them. It stopped saying at 500,000, but there was still 1 corvette. There was still 1 Carrera tray left. So as far as I'm concerned, I managed to save 600,000 people, even though they probably won't know about it until we get to Hagera, if we get to Hagera. Since I don't have missile corvettes anymore, I'm going to separate the light corvettes and the heavy corvettes into 2 separate groups once they all manage to get finished being built, if I have enough resources to actually finish building all of them. Alright, so that's all the resources. Our last light frigate is done. Alright, so the corvettes that I wanted are done being built. Now, move group 2 for a quick minute. Now, I know I do get an extra, well, there's actually an extra different multiple types of fighters can get, but I know I'll eventually get bombers, so they will eventually be group 2. So, light corvettes will end up being group 3 now. The heavy corvettes group 4. Salvage corvettes still group 9. And then, of course, interceptors are group 1. Though why it has 2 different groups for interceptors, I don't know. But oh, it must be 2 different formations. So rather than being a massive collection of just one Alright, so it must depend upon the formation. That's what gets me that thing. So, since the wall formation is just one solid formation, it just separates them out individually. Same with the X formation. But because the claw is special, it separates them out into 2 different groups, one of 7 and one of 8. I guess that means that only 8 fighters can be in one wall formation. Okay, so on that note, just dock everything. That would probably explain why last mission it had the standard frigates, well, the standard corvettes in one, like something that looks like this, whereas the scouts and the interceptors are in their own separate thing. So if I went, say, this, say it might split them up, but I guess not. Of course, they're also not in a formation, so. Okay. So it's because they're in a standard formation, that's what caused them to group like that. I mean, in the past, in this game, when I still used fighters, I had, like, multiple groups of fighters. So, like, Group 1 would be one wing of fighters, Group 2 would be another, but for now, Group 1's interceptors and Group 2 will eventually be the bombers. So that's everything, so let's jump out of here, and we'll just quick dock, because I don't feel like watching the other vessels fly in again. And we're gone. And we move on to the asteroid belt, where they said we can repair briefly.
Cryogenic trays have been processed, and our colonists are safe now. We are all that's left of our world, our culture, our people.
The rest died in nuclear hell.
From the interrogation, we learn that a frontier fleet patrolling the borders of a vast interstellar empire was dispatched to destroy our planet. The captain claimed our people violated 4,000-year-old treaty forbidding us to develop hyperspace technology. Extermination of our planet was the consequence. The subject did not survive interrogation.
Of course he didn't. So they killed our planet because we broke a 4,000-year-old law we had no memory of signing. And here we are in the Great Wastelands.
Hyperspace jump successful.
Everybody pile out.
Mothership.
Scanner data indicates asteroid density is highest in this region. Commence resource gathering.
We could do that. We probably will eventually do that because goodness knows we need the resources. But that is going
Resource
to be...
controllers are available for construction. To improve the efficiency of collection, build one and position it near the asteroid vein.
Mothership.
Yeah, one problem with that, I don't have enough resources to actually do that. They require 900 and I have 448. So we could gather more resources and probably build more ships and do a variety of other things. But that is going to be another issue for another day, because I'm going to call it here. Everybody stay safe from the plague and have a good day.